What's up, boys and girls? Welcome to the channel. I want to show you this analog kick drum synth that I made, with no code. The reason I made this kick drum is, I am tired of going through my samples for an hour to find the right sample. So here we are. This is the Bronx Kick Synth. It has everything that you need to create a kick that you like. You can easily make your kick in the key of your song, and in BPM. Here we have the pitch envelope. You have the frequency, the amount envelope, and the decay envelope. This is where you can set your kick in any key. As you can see, everything works good. We are going to test everything, and please let me know what do you think. Don't matter good or bad comments. This is not sponsored video. I used Google AI Studio to create this synth, and I didn't have to write a single line of code myself. Just few simple prompts. And honestly, I am shocked of how good this AI tool is. And the good part about it, it is completely free and anyone can do it. Here we have the amplitude envelope. You have attack, release, decay, sustain, the usual suspects, and also visual representation of the ADSR. Here we have the character to add some punch to your kick. Also, there is a choice to select a waveform like sine, square, saw, and triangle. Then we have the saturation. In summary, you aren't just using one saturator. You're using a powerful chain. You keep the sub-bass pure and clean. You can add aggressive, mixable distortion to the body of the kick. You can then warm up that entire midsection with analog tape emulation. You can add controlled sizzle to the very top end. This design gives you the precision to add character and warmth exactly where you need it without sacrificing the punch and clarity of the kick drum. The EQ in this synth is a simple and musical 3-band fixed-frequency EQ, designed for quick, essential adjustments to your kick drum's tone. Think of it as 3 distinct tone controls. Low gain, a low-shelf filter that boosts or cuts the deep sub-bass frequencies below 100 Hz. This is your thump control. Mid-gain, a bell filter focused at 500 Hz. This is your body control. You typically use this to cut out boxiness, or boost to add more knock. High gain, a high shelf filter that affects all the high frequencies above 5000 Hz. This is your click or air control, shaping the beater's sound. It's not a complex surgical EQ, but a fast, musical tool for shaping the 3 most important parts of a kick drum sound. Next to it is the filter. You have a low pass and the high pass. Also, we have a cutoff and a resonance for shaping your kick. Some of these modules can be turned on or off. The dynamics section is a 2-stage process that gives your kick its final power and polish, just like in a professional recording studio. Compressor. This is the shaper and fattener. It evens out the volume by turning down the initial, loud punch, and then lets you boost the entire sound with makeup gain. This makes the kick feel more powerful, consistent, and glued together without being spiky. Limiter. This is the final safety net. It's an ultra-strong compressor that acts as a brick wall, preventing the final output from ever going above a set level. This guarantees your kick drum will be loud, but will never distort or clip digitally. In short, the compressor shapes the kick's body, and the limiter protects the final output. If there's anything you don't like, you just hit the Reset Changes button and it goes back. The reverb in this synth is a convolution reverb, which is a high-quality technique for creating realistic-sounding spaces. Here's how it works in short. It creates a virtual room on the fly. Instead of using a real recording, it generates a special audio sample, an impulse response, made of decaying noise. This simulates the complex sound reflections of a physical space. The controls shape this room. Decay controls the size of the virtual room, making the reverb tail longer or shorter. Pre-delay adds a tiny moment of silence before the reverb starts. This is a professional trick to keep the initial punch of the kick clean and separate from the reverb effect. Mix blends your clean kick with the reverb sound. In essence, it's a smart and efficient way to add realistic space and depth to your kick drum without needing large audio files. The delay in this synth is a classic feedback delay, which creates rhythmic echoes of your kick drum. Here's how its controls work. Time. This sets the time, in seconds, between each echo. You can set this to match the tempo of your song, e.g., 0.5s for an eighth note at 120 BPM. Feedback. This controls how many echoes you hear. It takes the output of the delay and feeds it back into the input, causing the sound to repeat. Higher values mean more echoes that fade out slowly. Mix. This is a dry/wet control that blends your original, clean kick drum with the echoing delay signal. In short, it's a standard echo effect that's great for adding rhythm and space to your sound. The randomize button, the dice icon on each module, is a creative tool to help you discover new sounds. When you click it, it instantly generates new, random settings for only the knobs and switches within that specific module. It's a quick way to get unexpected results for one part of your sound, like the EQ or the filter, without changing everything else you've already dialed in. The Kick Me button is your AI-powered sound design assistant. It's much more advanced than the simple randomize buttons on the other modules. Here's how it works in short. You select a genre. Using the drop-down, you choose a style like techno, lo-fi, or hardstyle. It sends a prompt to Gemini. When you click the button, it sends a detailed text prompt to the Google Gemini AI. For example, it might ask, generate parameters for a warm, saturated, and slightly soft kick drum suitable for lo-fi hip-hop. AI designs the sound. The AI analyzes this request and, acting like an expert sound designer, sends back a complete set of all the synth's parameters, attack, decay, EQ, compression, etc., specifically tailored to that genre. In essence, it's a one-click way to get a professionally inspired, genre-specific starting point for your kick drum, designed for you by the AI. There is also a button to download your kick or to download a 1-bar loop with no latency. There you go, that's my kick synth. Thank you for watching, and if you like the video make sure you hit like and subscribe, and if you think someone else would like it, please share.